Just a pile of gold down there, nuggets and flakes.
Come deep with me into the rivers and the temperate rainforests of Tasmania's west coast.
I just flushed out 3 nuggets, check it out.
I'm currently 4 kilometres upstream after making my way through a series of log jams and gorges. Late on day 1, I hit a pay streak of gold like no other, and with limited daylight was forced to retreat to the forest and set up camp. And I was left wondering, what would I find the next day? Beautiful morning, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the water. What a day yesterday. Massive mission getting in, and about 5:30 late in the day I hit the gold pretty hard and had an hour and a half and a big clean up. So very keen to get back in, see what we can do with a full day. I'm pretty sure there was a fair bit more ground there, so it'll be a very interesting day, I think, and who knows what might be upstream. I was trying to look on the map and see there was any creeks upstream that might have been feeding the gold into this location, but there's nothing major. There's tiny steep little ones that run down the sides of the hills, but I wouldn't think they'd put that sort of gold in the river. That's the fun part over. That hood on the final frontier. Sun's starting to show. It's going to be a ripper of a day. Where it all took place. If you're wondering why the gold's so rich here, that's the inside bend up there, sharp corner, and on these larger rivers a lot of the gold gets blown on the inside bend, but also on the same side as that inside bend down the straight, and there's beautiful bedrock here to capture it. So it was a good combination of being inside bend on that side, and then it's like a natural sluice box here on this side of the river. I started off working some deeper water where I'd worked the previous night. I was finding good gold here, and it looked like there was plenty of ground left, so I continued to shovel back all that gravel and magnetite and snuff up the gold below. I was almost immediately back on the gold, and there was no end in sight. You can see me here at this point just working a series of small crevices. There was plenty of smaller gold showing up, but nothing nugget-like at this stage. Although the gold was only small, there was so much of it that it was just a constant workout on the snuffer bottle.
This crevice here, it's got heaps of fine gold and the odd picker. I've just opened up a pocket and it's absolutely littered. Oh, there's more of it. It just keeps coming.
You can see the huge amounts of the silver osmiridium in these crevices as well. For those that asked on my last video how much osmiridium's worth, it's currently sitting at around $400 US an ounce.
Just found me best nugget of the day so far. Oh, that's amazing. That'd be an easy gram. That's a nice piece. Real fat. Nice fat, juicy piece. Woohoo!
I was now in the deeper water, removing large rocks and working my way deeper into the bedrock. It seemed as though wherever I was finding the larger magnetite and the larger ironstone, I was finding the larger gold.
I just flushed out 3 nuggets, check it out.
Most of the gold was going up the snuffer bottle, but the larger nuggets I was placing on the bedrock above. I was struggling with the deeper water. The buoyancy of the wetsuit was making it hard to get to the bottom and work for the gold, so I decided to use a large rock. The only problem with this is you've only got one arm to work with. It can be very tricky to get the work done.
There's a nice little cluster of pickers down there, like almost nuggets.
It was a phenomenal amount of gold, and I had a feeling that it was already shaping up to be a daily record on the gold for me.
Just a pile of gold down there, nuggets and flakes.
It was absolutely incredible. There's not too many days where you're using the snuffer bottle 90% of the time. I was in a state of euphoria. That gold rush feeling of a lifetime that every prospector can relate to when they have those extremely successful moments.
Must be lunchtime. I'm gonna have to empty the snuffer because she's loading up and the material's starting to blow back out. That's when you know you've had a good day. Oh, I think it's only like 12:30, so it's been an insane day. I'm getting a bit cold too, so it'll give me a chance to warm up. I'm gonna tip the gold out in the pan and you guys can have a bit of a peek for the half day update.
Let's have a look. I feel like I've probably broken a record already. It's only half a day. Record for a day's takings. Shouldn't get ahead of myself though. Oh, she's stacking up. It's that much black sand, osmiridium mixed in with it. Oh, here's the other side of the pan. Wow. Tons of fine stuff this morning, and then later on I got onto the nuggets a bit more. Just can't even look at it with all the black sand. Wow. Whoo! Heck. Oh, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I have, but this is next level. Look at that. There's chunky little nuggets in amongst that too. Look at the osmiridium in the center, all shiny silver. Wow. What a river. Just crazy. And as hard as it is to believe, the gold just continued, and it hadn't really showed any signs of slowing. The nuggets, the flakes, the pickers, they all continued into the early afternoon, but I'd only covered 4 kilometres of this river, and in the back of my mind I couldn't help but wonder what might be laying upstream. The goal for this trip was to locate rich locations like this, mark them on the GPS, and continue to cover the 17 kilometres that I'd set out to do. With the unusual summer that we've had and the really dry weather, I may only get this chance 1 in 10 years, and I just had to know what else might be lying up ahead. Before leaving, I had a quick swim around the pool just to scout out all the deeper bedrock. Perhaps I could get the dive compressor and the weight belt to this location 4 kilometres upstream on a future trip. So, it's time to keep exploring. Who knows, maybe the real big nuggets around the corner, we just don't know. So, let's keep moving. This is marked on the GPS. And yeah, if I want to come back with a little dive compressor, try to get it in here will be hell, but it'll be done possibly. So we'll keep moving. Come about another kilometre up from the last spot where I found the gold, and I haven't really hit anything suitable snipe yet. Sure, there's gold all through these gravels, but sniping's a very, what's the word, very selective. Got to be very picky on what holds the gold and what you can actually work. What a magic place though. The trees through here are massive. Real pretty. Doesn't make it look very big on the GoPro, but that thing's huge. Big myrtle. I've moved about 3 k's upstream from where I found the good gold, and I've just had a few flakes here and there. I got one sort of little pickery bit, but it was in deep water and I couldn't get down. I couldn't work it because it was just too deep and I was bobbing up and down. Just come to this beautiful creek. Looks like there's an awesome campground up there. It's a nice open forest, so it's getting fairly late. Not sure whether to keep going or just pull up here. I haven't tested below this creek yet, and there's some nice bedrock, so I might just give it a quick go. Everything looked promising below this creek, but unfortunately there was nothing. Still going. Another kilometre. Still no more gold that's decent, just flakes here and there. Looking for a camp spot now. It's about 7 o'clock. And yeah, a good day. I'm going to put this. Oh yeah, that'll work. A little bit downhill, we can probably do better. This area is massive. A game trail here. That's the one, I think. Getting up is the question. Oh yeah. Little pathway. That'll be me in there. Tiger country. Animal tracks. That was me there. Yeah, that's the one. Another magical camp spot. Pre-dinner appetizer. Today was awesome. I finished up on that spot downstream, came 3 kilometers up from there, and I did find gold in a lot of spots, but it was just a few flakes. There was one deeper spot that had one little picker, but yeah, we're on the hunt now for new ground. It's a shame I didn't find anything like the other spot, but I think I've got to be grateful that I got it in the first place, because very unique deposit, that one. Hopefully tomorrow we can find something similar or better. Would be awesome. And yeah, should be a good day. We'll throw in this afternoon's amount with this morning's and see how we did. Deposits like that one are super rare. It's not that they're not everywhere on the river, but you're very limited with the ground that you can snipe. The gold would be there in a lot of other locations on the river, it's just that I can't access it. Sniping, only got very limited ground when you snipe. The recipe for the sniping gold has to be just right. When I'm doing it without a compressor, you got to have nice bedrock that's not too deep. It's got to have the crevices, can't be too smooth, it can't be too hard. If it's too hard, you can find gold, but you'll spend hours trying to get the rocks out, and yeah, almost cemented together in a lot of cases on these rivers. Just jumped into bed. I'm going to show you guys the gold first thing in the morning, which will be pretty much right now. Good night, everyone. Let's take a look at this gold from yesterday. It might keep me motivated for the rest of this trip. I'm feeling pretty worn out, to be honest. This is the gold from the afternoon, and I have tipped out the gold from the morning in this pink one. There's one little piece in there from my last trip that I had in my other snuffer. Actually, I'll just show you the afternoon first. This is just the afternoon. And I think when I add yesterday morning's in, I will have myself a new record for a day's takings. Oh, unreal. Look at the osmiridium, you can see the silver at the top, the heavy osmiridium. A few chunky little nuggies. And more just pickers in this lot, but there's nuggets from yesterday morning. Alright, we'll tip the rest in. Black sands are incredible in this rock. Houses. Oh. It's very hard to tell whether I've broken my record. It's not an obvious win, I don't think. There's a lot of black sand in there that's got to come out. But it's looking pretty good. That one there being the biggest nugget. Maybe a gram and a bit. One there could even go a gram. Super shiny gold too. Very water worn, lots of character. I love the little bits of black in it. Now to try and get it back in its container without losing it. Look at that for a pile. Hard to tell on the wide angle lens. Close enough. Just checking in back at home. A couple of things I want to update you guys on is some of you will be aware that I've just opened up a Patreon website. It wasn't something that I ever wanted to do unless I had something that I could offer you guys. So you can check out the website, the link will be below. If it's something that you're interested in, there'll be a range of things that I'll be putting on offer. One of those main things that I know some of you will be excited about is I'll be doing gold giveaways each month through YouTube. So Patreon members and winners will be listed on these videos. Over the last 6 months, my channel's grown significantly on all platforms, on all social media, and keeping up with the messages and getting back to people's become tricky. So Patreon will be a place where I can talk more on a personal level with people, and there'll be tips and tricks and that sort of information. Just to let you know, this video will be part 2. And this series is going to keep running. It's a to be continued again. I have at least another 3rd episode and potentially a 4th one. So make sure you keep an eye out on the series. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure to drop those likes and comments. A lot of the time YouTube doesn't seem to think my videos are worthy of being recommended. So those comments certainly help YouTube to recommend my videos. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a good week. And until the next episode, happy hunting and bye for now.